All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the Sequoia Creek. It's hole 9, par 5. First time I caught this hole, and just checking out. I may have picked it up in the stream that I did yesterday, but I don't remember any holes that I played at all yesterday when I was streaming. So like just looking at the hole from the beginning. Let's see if I pan up, or my opponent pans up, so we can see the whole hole. Looking at it on the face of it, this is a pretty good angle right here. So looking at, nah, I pushed the wrong button. Looking at it on the face of it, the green is over in this direction over here. It's way off over in that direction. So trying to get, if you're getting a straight in shot, we got 2 lanes. We got lane 1, we got lane 2. So if we're going to use this lane right here, looking at our run, here's our max club with a marlin. So we're going to be up in this area if we've got a bigger ball. Trying to get it around this bend and get any forward distance is going to be pretty difficult at the end of your run. Typically, you want your bend to be where you're trying to move the ball in a direction somewhere towards the middle of the shot. So, maybe like up in this area right here would be the best that we could get. If you wanted to try and get into this zone where you're up in the front here, I really think that coming back here with like a QB or a rock, and a QB in this situation would probably be better because a QB has more topspin, even more than a maxed out rock. Even though a maxed out rock has got more curl and it's got more raw distance, the raw distance isn't going to be the key here. It's going to be because you're laying it up, you're not using all the power from the first landing zone, but bringing around the corner and trying to get somewhere where you're past the halfway mark on this fairway so that you can move forward. So like looking at it here, we've got 2 different landing zones, A on this end down here, and I'm not sure which one provides a better look. I think if you're on the B side over here, if you've got a big enough club, there is a rough bump that you can do into the green. What I try and do on this hole is a little bit different. What I try and do is I'm trying to see, a lot of times when we get on these holes, I want to see like what a max overpower hook shot, like where we get as far as like what kind of distance we can get. And I take a max overpower hook shot, and my trajectory bleeds me right through this area here, and I tag this tree. If I would have had my trajectory on, Playdemic was very nice to us, and they put a rock right here. So even if my trajectory would have been on, I would have tagged the rock. They put that rock there on purpose, damn it, so that you couldn't get. I was trying to bleed out over to this fairway right here to see if I could get that distance. So let's see how this all pans out. So there we go. We got a nice view of it. And I was thinking that maybe with a max overpower shot, I could land on here and I could get my ball over to this fairway over here. I still had a pretty decent shot though. And I was able to play boss man. He got behind on a couple greens, and I tanked some putts and let him get up. And so he actually played me 3 times in a row, and we picked up some of the new holes. That's no bueno. And I can see if you're trying to do the straightforward shot that's going to be a shot. That's going to be a pretty consistent landing zone there. But we could very easily get to the front of this fairway right here just by laying up back here with our QB and using max curl to bring it around the bend. With an APOC, you've got so much curl, and there is a mile of room out here for a max overpower hook shot. Landing in that second fairway, so I could have moved it over to the left a little bit, which would have opened up this path, but it wouldn't have mattered because on the other side of this tree is that damn rock. And I still would have hit the rock, but you can see how much forward distance I got there. I didn't realize just by looking at the overview that there was a rock there. And I was seeing if I could get over into this fairway, which you could do if the rock wasn't there. But if you take it up there at the top where my opponent was at, even with a bigger power ball, you're not going to be able to recover. You're going to have to lay yourself up and give yourself a shot. So you can see where I end up landing. And I was definitely on trajectory to get to that lower. Now, it may be possible if you bring out an apocalypse that you could end up in this fairway right here. I'm going to explore some options on this hole. I'm going to get wild on some of these holes and see what my options are as far as getting up there. I'm going to go, I'm going to play as much as I can today. It's the 4th of July. I'll do the little layup shot with the QB just so I can see what it looks like and what club. It looks like you'll probably have to bring a big wood if you do just wrap it around the corner there. But if you're having problems on this hole, that max overpower hook shot, even catching that tree, it's pretty easy to just curl it around and end up on and two and pick your eagle up. You have zero chance for Albie, but I mean, if you're having problems here, you could do that max overpower hook shot and it could very easily get you the eagle. I can see this hole as being a hole that a lot of people have a problem on. And so we do have some options. But I have yet to, I think I've only played this hole. I think I played this hole twice. I think I did lay it up there one time on the stream. Making my putt. I think that was it. All right. So that was hole number 9. Let's go back and just like see if we can get the really good image of it. So you can see trajectory wise, if you had like where I set this up to do with an extra mile, I can only get this much. My ball guide's going here and I tag this tree right here. So I can only get this much curl on it. Whereas if you have an APOC, you've got a lot more curl. If you can get on that trajectory where you could clear this front tree with any speed, you may end up being able to catch this fairway right here, or you may be able to bleed forward. It'd probably be just, not trying to get too damn greedy, just trying to catch this fairway right here. You'd have a very nice short shot to get on. And there's a lot of room out over here for us to set up a max overpower hook shot. So I may, next time I get on this hole, bring out my APOC and let's see where I set this up. See if there's a marker. I think what I did was my clear ring was on the transition between the rough and the fairway, and I needed to come in more. So like starting off with my white ring on the transition between the rough and the fairway out here, moving it up, or conversely, setting it up so that your white ring is off of this transitional surface and going the other direction, and see if we could catch it with an APOC, and if we've got enough curl that we could actually end up on this fairway. It's worth exploring for sure. All right, that was hole number 9, par 5, Sequoia Springs. Thanks for watching.